Ay, 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 what do we have here?
Alright, so starting out, this is Italian brain rot. These Italians are pretty freaky, okay? I know an Italian, okay? Probably one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. Not to stroke his ego, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, don't take it to heart, okay? Because I don't want something getting shoved up my ass in the middle of the night, if you know what I mean. Like, these Italians are sneaky, okay? Like, these motherfuckers can climb through windows, they can break in and steal shit, okay? Like, while you're asleep. It's happened to me before, okay? I don't know if it's the same Italian that I'm talking about, but holy shit, dude. These motherfucking, these fucking Italians, dude. Anyways, back to what I was talking about, alright? Although they might be very sneaky, they do have extremely funny brain rot characters. And let me just list a few that I know. Tung 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 sahur. And that's basically like this weird little stick guy that came to life, right? Yeah, I know it sounds like out of this world, but look, if you look it up, it'll blow you away, okay? It'll blow you out of the water. So basically what happens is he comes in, breaks in, into your house or whatever that you're living in, your living quarters. This motherfucker goes in and just starts fucking beating you with a goddamn bat. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound anything like what I was talking about? Yeah, dude, they're innovating their culture into their memes. You know what? I think today we're gonna have to break that shit down. Get to the bottom of this, okay? So come along with my journey on breaking everything out, okay? And goddamn, dude, I shouldn't have taken that many fucking shots. Okay. And now I'm just coping with my fucking stress, alright? You guys... Okay, I think you guys are starting to fall off, alright? Just listen to old Fitzy, alright? Listen to the young lad as he embarks on this interesting little story that he has. Anyways, continuing, I'm so sorry I got off track. He has a girlfriend named Ballerina Cappuccina. And if you guys have seen my TikTok, you already know the love that I have for her. So I already know that Italian motherfucker's gonna be busting down my door to beat me with his fucking bat. Just because I said that. Alright? You also got Coco Fanto Elefanto. I haven't seen that one. It's pretty cool though. Sounds pretty cool. You got Bombadillo Crocodilo. And basically this motherfucker is a World War II bomber jet. Or bomber plane. My mistake, okay? My bad, alright? Don't hold a little silicone motherfucker up to my face and swing it around just because I got that wrong, alright? But look, this motherfucker's scary as shit because look, he has a mouth on him, right? The design is, he has a crocodile head in the front, right? And then he has the usual plane wings, plane propellers, all that, all that shit. And just think about it. He's eating shit, right? This motherfucker's hungry as fuck, He's going out there eating fucking Coco Fanto, Elefantos, and then also like Bonacita Ombalalabu. Which I have no clue what that even is, alright? But it sounds edible. Sounds delicious. Especially the Cappuccino Assassino. Alright? Like imagine clapping his ass, right? Getting thirsty, start drinking him. Oh shit, that's exactly the reaction I would have. All right. You also got Rhino Toasternino. That's basically a rhino that's a toaster. It's all AI generated images, by the way. I know I didn't go into like sharp detail. All right. I'm only here to break it down, alright? I'm not here to give you a fucking lobotomy or, change your fucking ways, stick a little ice pick up your fucking nose and jam this shit into your skull, alright? I'm not here to do that. I'm here to get to the bottom of why Italians steal shit, okay? And yes, this is probably me calling out to that Italian that I know, alright? I'm not calling you out, alright? I just want to get to the bottom as to why I believe that. And maybe you can change my mind, alright? I'd love for that to happen. It'd be a little cute little bonding moment. You also have Tung 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 Assassinino Bon Ka, which I think is his cousin, and he's basically Tung 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 Sahord, but he's an assassin. This motherfucker's scary as shit, alright? I saw this AI generated video of this motherfucker headshotting, right? Almost a no-scope, because he pulled the trigger and looked away out of the sight. I don't know why he would do that. Me personally, I would want to see spaghetti flying everywhere. You got the fucking tomato sauce going everywhere. Like, see, if I was an Italian assassin, that would be my fucking wet dream, alright? That shit right there would fucking clap my asshole fucking loose, alright? That shit would be like gray as shit, you know, and it'd just be like a party pinata fiesta going on in my pants if I saw that as an Italian, alright? So, you know, I got more of these brain rot things, but the outline is, also I'm reading this from Wikipedia, alright? So some of it's gonna be like off, out of line, and just like won't make any sense, but trust me, alright? You guys gotta stick with me. We will get to the bottom of this. So look, this is the story that they have. Most of the characters written here are known characters in foreign short form foam content, and there are many variables such as and husband/wife. Since there are many production countries, it is written under the title AI brain rot animals, not Italian brain rot. Which is tricky. You see what they're trying to do there? They're saying it's animals, alright? It's okay. They're just animals, alright? No. This is where everything comes together. I'm making this shit up as I go, by the way, so I'm probably not even going to remember any of this podcast. So, future me, if you're listening, you're in for a fucking ride, if it hasn't been bumpy already. Well, look. They disguise themselves as AI animals, when in reality it's actually their messed up stories, okay? Their messed up stories of what they did and what they want to be, alright? Their sexual fantasies. And it fucking scares me. Like, look, tralalelo tralala, it's a fucking shark that's wearing Nike boots. That shit sounds sick as fuck. Especially now since I'm fucking drunk out off my ass. You know, this chair feels like it's going into the crevices and crannies of my intestines and my colon. Like, dude, this shit is just bouncing around in there, making me have to take a shit. But guess what? I'm gonna skip through it, and I'm gonna make sure that we get to the bottom of this, alright? I know I've said that at least like 40 times, but we will. Alright? Now look, Lorilla. Basically, this is an elephant that has 2 feet and he's wearing sandals, right? And he's also a cactus, so it's kind of strange, but he has the power to control time. I don't know why Thanos didn't go after these fuckers, because obviously these are the visual representation of the Infinity Stones, alright? And if he would have just gathered all these motherfuckers up and used them all at once, he could have done the job that he wanted to do without fucking up his arm and half his face. But I guess he's just not smart enough, and he's obsessed with fucking rocks and shit. And yes, emphasis on the fucking. Alright? Look, this is Bonexita Ombalalbu. And it's basically a frog head on a tire with grown-ass men legs. Now, I'm looking at the toes currently, analyzing them. And it looks like these are the little movers from a 32-year-old man. Trust me. I watch a lot of fucking porn. And I know what a man's age is just by their fucking legs, alright? So yeah, that's a cool fact about Fitzy that you guys will have to endure, alright? Now look, these AI images are getting scary because I'm starting to believe these fuckers are real. Well, look, Patapim is basically the monkey with the huge nose, and he has like a bunch of trees and stuff, and he has 2 huge feet. If you're trying to run from that fucker, you might as well just flop your ass down on the ground and go face down, ass up. Alright? Downward dog style, because this fucker's gonna either stomp you to death, or he's gonna take a nice sniff of what you got loaded up back there, alright? Man, this is starting to turn into like a survival guide. Man, I probably should have made that the whole thing of this, but we're trying to get to the bottom of why Italians love to steal things, alright? And after analyzing a few and looking at him like Bamanini Bananana, or whatever his name is, he's basically like a chimpanzee coming out of a banana. He's blooming. He's a blooming banana. Alright? And just from what I'm seeing is, since like half of them are made out of fruit, I think the message there is, yeah, they might want to like break in and steal your shit, make you homeless, you know, steal all your valuables, steal all your little Christmas presents around Christmas time and stuff. That, you know, they might be doing all that and shit, but the upside is that they're fruity. So if I ever become gay, I can also depend on an Italian boyfriend to take care of me. So, yeah, that's basically it. For first episode on the podcast, I think this was pretty good. And I've come down to the conclusion that Italians are not all that bad, alright? I think this has persuaded my opinion from they break in and steal shit to, no, they're just fruity and they're trying to get your attention. So if you're missing stuff in your room and you're friends with Italian, he's probably trying to get under your pants, alright? Your Jimmy Dean's underwear. I don't know. Fucking underarm shirt. That honestly could be the memo right there. Like, you start having underwear go missing, talk to your Italian buddy, alright? You could be gay. And he probably knows it. But yeah, we ran out of time. If you guys like this episode on the podcast, feel free to give me your opinions. And then, like, share, comment. If you don't like me, go fuck yourself. Alright, had a hell of a time. Thanks. Bye-bye.